Let's get right into it. Number 6. Your appendix, the drama queen. The appendix, the tiny intestinal sidekick with main character energy. Once thought to be completely useless, just a sad, squishy worm hanging out at the end of your large intestine. Like it's waiting for an Uber, the appendix has been at the center of so much drama for centuries. It doesn't digest anything. It doesn't alert you to danger. What it does do is occasionally swell up, explode, and send you sprinting to the ER, like you're in a medical reality show. So, why do we even have it? Well, turns out it might have once had a job. Some researchers think it was a bacteria sanctuary, a little microbial panic room, where good gut bacteria could hide out during digestive disasters. Great during food poisoning. Not great when it decides to go rogue and cause sepsis. Now, it's mostly like that one ex-coworker who occasionally emails the group chat with. Unprompted chaos, you can live perfectly fine without it. And yet your body just keeps including it, like a bonus track on an album nobody asked for. So if evolution had patch notes, the appendix would be under minor bug fix, still randomly causing crashes. Number 5. Male nipples, explain yourself. Let's talk about the one thing that baffles high school students and bored shower thinkers alike. Why do men have nipples? Like seriously? They don't do anything. They just exist. Tiny ornamental. Leftovers on the chest like evolutionary fridge magnets. Here's the truth. Everyone starts off in the womb on the same basic blueprint. For the first several weeks, all embryos are riding the default human setting. And guess what? That default is female. Nipples are formed before hormones kick in to say, hey, this one's going to be male. So by the time testosterone shows up like a late party guest, the nipples are already there. And evolution, it's lazy. If something doesn't hurt reproduction or survival, it doesn't bother deleting it. So male nipples just stuck around. They don't feed babies, detect danger, or do taxes. They're just like, hey, I was here first. And yes, they can technically lactate under extreme hormonal circumstances. But that's a conversation for another countdown. So basically, male nipples are your body's way of saying, A, we already printed them, why bother changing the layout? It's biology's version of a software feature nobody uses, but still gets installed with every update. Number 4. The useless grip of doom. Picture this. You're startled, maybe by a loud sound or the realization that you just hit reply all. Suddenly, your hands clench into tiny fists like you're preparing to brawl with a fax machine. My friend is your palmar grasp reflex, an evolutionary relic from the baby monkey era of your personal lineage. Human babies still come equipped with this ancient feature. Press your finger into a newborn's palm, and boom, they latch on like their life depends on it. Which, thousands of years ago, it actually did. Baby primates needed to cling to mama as she swung through trees, so nature gave them death grips before they even opened their eyes. Today's babies, not swinging through jungles, mostly clinging to Instagram filters and adult attention spans. But the reflex, still there. Even weirder, some adults retain faint traces of this reflex. Ever startled and accidentally crush your coffee cup? Or notice your hand randomly curling when you're anxious or sleepy? That's your inner tree-swinging monkey trying to make a comeback. So next time your fingers twitch like they're trying to grab a vine or sucker punch your phone, just remember, it's not weird, it's ancient. It's prehistoric hugging. For survival? Thanks, evolution. I always wanted to surprise choke my own latte. Number 3. The itchy phantom reflex. You know that thing where you suddenly feel like something's crawling on your skin, but there's nothing there? Yeah. Welcome to your nervous system's haunted house tour. This is called formication, which sounds like a word you shouldn't say in front of your grandmother, but it's actually the sensation of phantom insects crawling on or under your skin. It's a leftover from a time when those little creepy crawlies could actually kill you. Like you got infested, you died. So your nervous system evolved to be very sensitive to weird skin sensations. The problem, we don't live in parasite-infested caves anymore. But your nerves never got the memo. So now, when you're anxious, overtired, or just bored enough, your body might just simulate bugs. Because apparently, your ancient survival instincts moonlight as horror film producers. Basically, your body's like you haven't thought about insects in a while. Here's one. Just kidding, there's nothing there. You're welcome. It's not broken, it's protecting you from imaginary threats. With imaginary bugs, evolution, the gift that keeps on giving. Number 2, goosebumps are useless and judgy. Ever get goosebumps when you're cold? Or when music gets way too emotional for someone eating microwave pasta at 2 a.m.? Yeah, that's your body being dramatic and also evolutionarily confused. Back when your ancestors were a bit furrier, and by a bit, I mean covered, goosebumps were a power move. The tiny muscles at the base of each hair would contract, puffing up the fur to trap heat or make you look bigger to predators. Imagine a cat hissing back arched fur. Poofed. That was the vibe. But now, your 2025 body still does it, despite being more skin than fluff. So when you get goosebumps, your body is basically trying to scare off threats with invisible fur, which is like a bald man aggressively flipping his non-existent hair. Even weirder, you can get goosebumps from feelings, songs, memories, someone whispering psychological thriller in a movie trailer voice. That's not a survival reflex anymore. That's just your body judging your emotions and deciding to twitch anyway. So next time you're cold, scared, or just vibing too hard to a sad violin, remember, those bumps are prehistoric mood lighting for your invisible fur coat. Number 1, your tail is still in there. Okay. Let's start with the obvious elephant tail in the room. You used to have one, a real, swinging, functional tail. And no, not just spiritually. During the early weeks of your embryonic development, your little jelly bean of a body actually grows a tail, like you're auditioning for a spot in the monkey exhibit. Then, around week 8, your body hits the evolutionary brakes and decides, wait, we're not doing the whole tail thing anymore, and it dissolves into your lower spine like it never happened. Except it kind of did. That tail didn't fully disappear. What's left behind is your coccyx, a tiny, stubby, forebone reminder that you once had a glorious, swinging appendage, but evolution ghosted it like a bad Tinder date. And while it doesn't do much now except give you something to regret, landing on during ice skating accidents, in rare cases, some babies are born with an actual, visible tail. Like furry, wagging, muscle-controlled tail, most are surgically removed before they ever wag in public, but biologically, they're real. Your DNA still has the blueprints. They're just gathering dust in a filing cabinet labeled, "Let's not talk about this." So yeah, your body is basically walking around with the biological version of a hidden vestigial ponytail. Just try not to think about it every time you sit down.